All right, let's talk about something that's probably keeping a few IT leaders up at night. Disaster recovery, but for AI. Because let's be real, your old playbook, it's probably not going to cut it anymore. And hey, just so you know, what we're covering today is actually part 5 of a much bigger 15-part tutorial. It's all based on a really detailed guide from Virtualization Options LLC on, you guessed it, developing a DR plan for AI systems. So today, we're really digging into the foundational stuff. So I've got a question for you, and I want you to really think about it. That DR plan you've got, the one you've probably tested and refined for years, is it actually ready for an AI failure? Because the game has totally changed. What worked for your traditional IT stack? Well, it's likely got some pretty serious blind spots when it comes to AI. The guide we're drawing from really nails it with this quote. It says that AI systems introduce these unique vulnerabilities. And that's the key, right? This isn't just another app you're spinning up. It's a completely different beast with its own very specific ways it can all go wrong. So why is AI so different? I mean, what's the big deal? Well, we're way beyond just worrying about servers and databases now. With AI, you've got this whole new stack of dependencies, and they're all interconnected. One little thing goes wrong, and boom, it can set off a disastrous chain reaction. I mean, just look at this list. It really shows you how fragile this whole setup can be. It's like a house of cards, seriously. Your training data gets corrupted, forget about retraining your models. The model registry goes down, uh-oh, now you can't roll back to a version that actually worked. A single point of failure here isn't just a hiccup or a slowdown. No, it can completely take your entire AI operation offline. Okay, so we can basically break all these vulnerabilities down into 4 main buckets. You've got risks at the data layer, the model layer, the infrastructure layer, the hardware, and then of course the operational layer, which is often just human error. But here's the most important part. These things are not in their own separate silos. They're all connected. Think about it. A simple config error by an engineer, that's an operational risk, could corrupt your entire model registry, which is a model layer risk. So a truly solid DR plan has to look at this whole thing as one big interconnected system. Okay, so knowing where things can break is step 1. That's crucial. But step 2 is just as important, figuring out how much it's actually going to cost you when they do break. And for that, the business impact analysis, or BIA, isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential. And when we talk about cost, time is everything. The damage from an AI outage doesn't just add up, it multiplies. It's exponential. In the first couple of hours, okay, it's a headache. It's creating manual workarounds. But let it go for a day, now you're bleeding revenue, and your competitors are loving it. A week, we're talking catastrophic. The kind of damage that can tank your reputation and maybe even threaten the whole business. This is exactly why you can't treat all your AI systems the same. You've got to tier them. Your tier 1 systems, right? The mission-critical stuff like a real-time fraud detection engine, that goes down, the business stops. It needs to be back up like yesterday. But that experimental model your data science team is playing with in tier 4, yeah, that can probably wait. By tiering everything like this, you can be super strategic about where you spend your time, your money, and your resources. You protect what matters most. All right, so if you've been in IT for more than 5 minutes, you live and breathe RTO and RPO, right? Recovery time objective and recovery point objective. They're the bedrock of any DR plan. But, and this is a big but, when it comes to AI, they're just not enough. We have to start thinking differently. We need to evolve our metrics. So look at this comparison. On the left, that's the old world, RTO and RPO. On the right, this is where we need to be for AI. We're talking about new metrics like MPRO, FFO, and IQO. And the reason for this whole shift is actually pretty simple. For an AI system, just being on means nothing if the answers it's giving are garbage. Recovery has to be about the quality of the output, not just about having a green light on a dashboard. So let's break these down. First up, MPRO. That's the Model Performance Recovery Objective. This is all about asking, okay, the system's back on, but how long until it's actually smart again? How fast does it return to its baseline accuracy? Because let's face it, a restored model that's making terrible decisions isn't recovered. It's a liability. Then we have FFO, the Feature Freshness Objective. This one is all about the data that's feeding the AI. Imagine your system recovers, but it's making predictions based on data from 6 hours ago. That's like trying to navigate today's traffic using yesterday's map. It's useless. FFO sets a clear deadline. The data can't be any older than this. And last but not least, there's IQO, the Inference Quality Objective. This one is really interesting. It basically sets the good enough bar for when your system is only partially recovered. When it's limping along. What is the absolute minimum level of prediction quality you're willing to accept? This is so important because it stops you from running a system that's actually doing more harm than good while you're trying to fix it.
Okay, so let's wrap this up and talk about the foundation you need to build. The good news is you don't have to throw out everything you know about DR. It's more about upgrading your current playbook with these new, really critical AI-specific ideas.
Really, it all comes down to these 3 pillars of AI resilience. First, identify your unique risks. You have to know the specific weak spots in your data, your models, and your infrastructure. Second, do that business impact analysis. Quantify the cost of an outage, and then tier your systems so you know what to save first. And third, adopt the new metrics. Start using MPRO, FFO, and IQO to define what recovered truly means for your AI.
Which brings us right back to where we started, with that one big question. Your organization has poured tons of resources into making your AI smart, powerful, and transformative. But is your recovery plan just as smart? That's the question you need to be asking.